Fly, Philly, fly. The kind of news that cuts through the chaos like a fresh pass under the link lights. Eagles Nation, you've been holding your breath through all the drama, the whispers of trades, the social media storms that had the whole city on edge. But today on the trade deadline, something settled in the air over South Philly, a decision that keeps the fire burning in this Super Bowl defense squad. The Birds are 6-2, fresh off a bye, gearing up for that primetime clash with the Packers. And right in the heart of it all, if you're a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. Now the name that's been at the center of every heated debate, every late-night scroll through X, A.J. Brown. Yeah, that wide receiver who's been lighting up scoreboards and stirring up the locker room in equal measure. The Eagles pulled the trigger, or rather didn't, and decided to hold on to their three-time All-Pro star. No trade, no drama, deadline deal. Brown staying put in the green and black for the stretch run. Think about it, the first half of this season has been a roller coaster for Philly fans. The Birds soared to 4-0, but not without turbulence. Brown, with his $96 million extension inked just this past April, has been the lightning rod. Off the field, he's averaging one meltdown a month, as the headlines love to scream. Remember Week 4 against the Bucs. A gritty 31-25 win, but Brown hauls in just 2 catches. No passes in the second half. Frustration boils over and booms, social media post. If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. The city bleeds green, but that one had fans seeing red for a minute. He apologized quick, took the heat, said it wasn't aimed at the building. But the echoes lingered. Then comes Week 7, a thriller against the Vikings. Brown explodes, 4 grabs, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 28-22 victory. Post-game, another vent on Instagram, using me but not using me. It's like clockwork, this push-pull with the ball, with the spotlight, with the expectations. ESPN's Jeff Saturday called it a house of chaos, a nightmare for coaches Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore. And yeah, it stings because Philly's all about that blue-collar grind, that relentless pursuit under the bright lights. But here's the flip side, the reason the front office didn't flinch at trade rumors. When the helmet's on, Brown is a game changer. 7 games in, 29 receptions, 395 yards. That's not diva stats, that's WR1 dominance. James Nagel nailed it on X. Brown's the best wideout in Eagles history after 16 years without a true alpha. Trading him, insane, especially with the Lombardi Trophy still gleaming from last season's run. The price tag would have had to be astronomical, and even then, how do you replace that? As Adam Schefter dropped the confirmation less than an hour before the 4 p.m. ET deadline. As expected, Eagles WR A.J. Brown has not been and will not be traded. Relief washed over the fanbase like a soft autumn breeze off the Delaware. Brown's been nursing a hamstring tweak, sat out the 38-20 smackdown of the Giants in Week 8. But he's back now, healed up, ready to terrorize secondaries come Monday Night Football. This isn't just about keeping a player, it's about the soul of the team. The Eagles are built on loyalty, on weathering storms. Think back to those Super Bowl chases, the underdog fire that defines Philly sports. Brown's beefs, they're the sparks that ignite the bigger blaze. Teammates tune it out, coaches manage it, and fans, we live for the wins that follow the noise. With Brown locked in, the offense hums with possibility. Devonta Smith on one side, Brown on the other, that's a nightmare for defenses, a dream for the city that bleeds green. And let's not forget the bigger picture. The NFC East is a bloodbath, but Philly's perched at the top with that 6-2 mark. The bye week gave everyone a reset, a chance to refocus amid the headlines. Now staring down Green Bay with Jordan Love slinging it under the national lights, Brown's presence is the X factor. Will he silence the doubters with another monster night? Or will the drama simmer? Either way, the crew's alive, the flags are flying, and Eagles Nation is geared up. But hold on, because this story's far from over. The trade deadline's dust is settling, but the questions linger. How does the locker room heal? What's next for a receiver who's as explosive as he is expressive? Stick around as we dive deeper into the turmoil, the triumphs, and what it all means for the Bird Gang's championship repeat. Diving back into the fray, let's unpack why A.J. Brown's stayed put isn't just a deadline footnote. It's a declaration from Howie Roseman and the brass. The Eagles front office knew the value. A proven playmaker who's dragged this franchise into a new era of aerial assault. Sure, the off-field headaches, those viral rants, the passive-aggressive posts, they test the patience of even the most die-hard Philly faithful. But in a league where divas are the norm at the position, Brown's production outweighs the noise. You don't trade away your best weapon when the Super Bowl window's wide open. Flash back to that April extension. 3 years, $96 million with $58 million guaranteed. That's an investment in chaos, yeah, but also in championships. Brown's not just catching balls, he's the emotional core, the guy who demands the ball because he knows he can deliver. Against the Vikings, he proved it, those 2 scores, that 121-yard haul, it was vintage AJ, the kind of performance that makes you forget the tweets. And in a town like Philadelphia where passion runs hot, fans get it. We rant, we rage, but we rally. Under the link lights, it's all about the WS, and Brown's been a catalyst for plenty. Now the critics, they're a loud. Jeff Saturday's take on ESPN hit hard. Turmoil, chaos, a nightmare for Sirianni. And there's truth there. Managing a star like Brown means navigating egos, balancing touches with Smith and the run game. Kellen Moore's offense is built for explosiveness, but when Brown's feeling sidelined, it shows. That Bucs game, second half no passes drought had everyone questioning. Yet the wins kept coming. 4-0 start, then the Vikings dub. Even the Giants blowout without him 38 when he showed depth, but depth doesn't replace dominance. Adam Schefter's tweet sealed it, no deal. Rumors swirled maybe to the Cowboys for picks or some NFC rival looking to poach. But the price? Sky high. Teams would have had to gut their futures for a mid-season Brown, and Philly wasn't biting. Why? Because this squad's wired for now. Jalen Hurts is ascending, the D-line's ferocious, and with Brown the sky's the limit. Hamstrings healing, he's missed one game, but his 395 yards on 29 catches, efficient, lethal. Averaging over 13 yards per grab, that's WR1 math. James Nagel's defense resonates. After 16 years without a true number one, who cares about the social media static? Brown's etched his name in Eagles lore already. Think of those playoff hauls, the Super Bowl run. Fans chanting his name even through the beefs. It's that Philly grit, love em or lump em, but they're ours. The city bleeds green and Brown's part of the vein. No trade means stability, a united front heading into Week 10. Packers at home? Prime time, this is Brown's stage to shine, to quiet the chaos with touchdowns, but let's get real about the future. Will the meltdowns continue? One per month so far, September's withdraw post, October's using me plea. It's a pattern rooted in that hunger for touches. Sirianni's got to scheme more for him, Moore's got to dial up the targets. Teammates like Hurts back him publicly, but privately, locker room tension's real. Yet in victory, and there've been 7 and 8 tries, it bonds them. The bye week's a balm, a reset. Now with Brown entrenched, the focus sharpens on the playoffs. Eagles Nation, this is your team, raw, relentless, rewarding. Fly Philly, fly, it's just a chant, it's a mindset. Through the drama, the deadlines, the diva moments, we've got a contender. Brown's staying, the cannons aren't firing him out, wait, wrong team, but you get it. The pride's pewter, no, green and white, under the star, nah, under the wing. This crew's alive, hearts pounding for that repeat ring. As we wrap this up, remember football's family, messy and magnificent. Brown's flaws, they're a human. His gifts, superhuman. With him in the fold, the path to February glory looks brighter. Hit the comments, what's your take on AJ? Trade or keep forever? Subscribe for more insider vibes, because this community's the heartbeat of Philly sports. The birds are soaring, let's ride this wave together. Go Eagles.